Now he's behind the building. Slide the ambulance being come around.
Next, he was right in front of Brad.
During the third millennium, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
I've been crying for 24 hours.
That's a problem.
Are you dehydrated?
That's a problem.
I feel like you're probably dehydrated.
Probably low on electrolytes, too.
Royce Lopez.
I've been crying and I've been nauseous and sleepy. and
And
really
the air smells like rotten eggs.
And really sleepy and sleepy.
These two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Welcome aboard, everybody. It's Tuesday afternoon. It's Revenge of the Sis, and we are to commence some jiggling.
Hell yeah.
For the next 2 hours. So,
All the
here you
jiggling.
go. You're welcome.
All the jiggling.
You're fucking welcome.
Man, everything's going great.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Trump said that Iran, they said they're totally chill now. They said they're totally chill.
I've never been more grateful that my timeline is like 100% slop at this point. I have no clue what's happening with the war, with Trump. It's been a lot of cats. It's been a lot of low-level E-drama. It's been a lot of Fish Tank, and I've never been more grateful to see Fish Tank in my timeline. Because otherwise it's either one side going, gas price. I'm like, I know, it's or it's Eric Daughtry just being like, Donald Trump just unveiled a new pair of shoes today.
You forgot to say holy smokes. So
Holy smokes.
There you go.
Donald Trump just walked
to the bathroom by himself.
Ow.
Whoa. Oh, wait, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. Explosion.
That's a president who definitely doesn't dribble piss on his own pants when he's finished.
Cool. I've seen his magnificent penis at Mar-a-Lago. I was peeping through the window at a guest bathroom.
It's either that or it's like, we need to kill Trump. It's like and then my timeline's literally been like, hey, check out this cat. They saved him from a storm drain. I'm like, hell yeah.
Well, then allow me.
Let's go.
Allow me to.
Corey Feldman's fighting with Anthony Cumia. I'm like, let's go. I want to be on that timeline.
Well, then allow me to ruin your day. Please, give me the honor of ruining your day by bringing the real world into it. Oh, sorry, this is the wrong one. Why do I keep putting this one up? Okay, anyway. So, Mark Levin, Mark Levin had Joe Kent on his show.
On his AM radio show.
Yeah, Joe Kent said, I want to be on the Fox
I'm
show.
not going to have you beat me on television.
Right. So I really apologize for the audio quality, but instead of like doing a normal interview with a studio with the $1 million fucking studio you have at Fox News or whatever, instead you decided to do an AM radio call. So now we have to hear this interview like this.
When you put that letter out, you knew it would do maximum damage to the president, didn't you? The timing, for instance, if you were going to resign because you didn't agree with this war, why didn't you resign when the war started?
Because I was hoping that we would immediately de-escalate and try and get back to the negotiating table.
We would start a war and de-escalate in 3 days?
I was hoping that we were
Where's
going
that
to do
ever
limited
happen?
strikes.
Are you going to let him talk, Mark? He's not one of your callers that you could yell at.
This is insane, right?
and then limited strikes like we did in Midnight Hammer, and then back off and go back to the negotiating table. Once I realized that that was not going to happen, and we were spiraling deeper into this, and we were starting to lose brave men and women in yet another Middle Eastern war driven by...
Oh, by the way, Joe Kent, he made Joe Kent wait 20 minutes on hold. Joe Kent tweeted about it. He's like, apparently Mark Levin, Joe Kent's tweet was like, apparently Mark Levin needs to warm up for 20 minutes before I'm allowed to come on. You know, he was shadowboxing and screaming.
The agenda. That's what led me.
Well, man, you got a real hate on
duty to make it.
I'm sorry. You asked him a question. He gave you a very clear answer. This makes Mark Levin look real. Well, Bayery looks bad, but worse.
You got a real hate on, brother.
A hate on?
No, you do. Hold on, Joe. When I had you on my show.
Oh my God.
I read your texts. I read them out loud. And you.
Okay, look, I understand you want him to be on your AM show. Whatever, fine. You couldn't give him the option of at least zooming in so the audio quality wasn't that of a 1999 Nokia?
No, who gives a shit about zooming in? He's not letting him talk anyway. It wouldn't have mattered if he was fucking direct
you
satellite.
don't understand. Mark Levin, no, please trust me. Mark Levin does this on purpose. He has the ability to let them talk. He wants their call quality to be shitty. He wants to be able to talk over them in ease. This is on purpose. This is why he didn't have him on the show. Because the problem is, there's the real reason.
Does he know these tricks don't work in 2026?
Imagine this. If you put Mark Levin's fucking shady merchant face on next to handsome war hero, and you have to look at these at their same level talking to each other with a producer giving him equal time to talk, he is going to lose even worse. So he has to hide, not showing his face, and make him call like he's fucking Osama bin Laden calling from a fucking cave. He's doing it on purpose. Everything this conniving little shit does is on purpose. And then yes, he also talks over him.
You've like done a 180. Why is that? Because you had access to intelligence or something?
Listen how good his mic sounds.
Why have you changed completely?
I have not done a 180. I have no problem with us working with Israel. I have a problem with Israel driving our foreign policy in the Middle East as they have done to get us.
Do you have no respect for Donald Trump's agency, that he has the capacity to make these decisions himself?
Okay, yes, the capacity, but he could also be wrong.
Yeah. Biden had at some point, I guess, had a capacity. But how about this? Obama had a capacity. All of these people have the capacity. Just because they have the capacity does not mean it's the correct decision.
Yeah, and furthermore, no, he didn't have the capacity to make the decision on his own. Israel made it for him.
Marco Rubio let the cat out of the bag.
I have the utmost respect for the president. You can read
but
my
you didn't
letter
answer my question. You don't sound like it.
I believe that he was influenced by the media echo chamber and by the Israelis.
Well, maybe he's influenced by your media echo chamber.
What was...
What?
He's panicking. He doesn't know. Listen, he's used to handling fucking stupid leftist hillbillies that call in. Remember something, Mark Levin is a Steve Hofstadter of AM Talk Radio, or vice versa, I guess. Mark Levin, for those who don't know, because Mercer and I used to listen to this dude before we even did anything. It's just talk radio that was on. It was usually on. We used a lot of talk radio, and Mark Levin had a still does, a special line. If you're a liberal and you want to argue with him, you could call and you're in the front of the line. You're in the front of the line to argue with him. He sets it up that way. He does it that way. And then the producer screens them. And when somebody sounds like they're fucking retarded, he lets them in.
Of course.
But when you let someone who's been deployed 11 times and had access to counterintelligence stuff and knows what he's talking about, it's not as easy. So he's trying to do, I know you are, but what am I? That doesn't work with this case, dude.
Or maybe he's influenced by the Saudis and the Qatar. Who knows? He made a decision. Can't you accept the fact that he's a great president, that he took in all this information, he listened to all his advisors, and he made a decision? You may disagree with it, but why?
He did. That's why he left.
He created a conspiratorial notion that Israel, 9.5...
Because he had actual intelligence that showed it.
Yeah, he's the guy for that. He's the guy who gets the intelligence.
So the IDF... Okay, my thing is to Mark Levin. So the IDF does not have soldiers stationed in the Pentagon because they have their own office. That's weird. Does Saudi Arabia have their own office at the Pentagon? Is there any other nation that has their own office at the Pentagon?
Million people, a tiny economy and everything. Dragged the powerful Donald Trump to the United States.
Because because they were going to bomb it and start an international fucking incident.
Into war, not one. You even had them dragging us into the Iraq war when on the record they said they didn't want to do the Iraq war.
On the record, Netanyahu stood in front of Congress and said that he's really sure Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction. What are you talking about?
They opposed us doing it. Where'd you come up with that one?
In this administration, I watched the Israeli media.
You were there 7 months.
Of the Israeli government. I watched that. I came in day one, and I worked as the DNI's chief of staff until I was confirmed. So,
by the way, does Tulsi Gabbard agree with you?
Are you going to let him talk?
He's not going to let him
You
talk.
have to ask her. But what I did see is
I'm
saw
asking
the
you.
Israeli media.
But
see, here's what's
the problem
happening.
is you're asking him, and then you're asking another question while he's answering that question.
As you listen to more of these clips, and Laura Loomer, because she's an idiot, let the cat out of the bag. Laura Loomer came out and goes, I listened to that interview. Mark Levin wiped the floor. By the way, everyone's, of course, saying Mark Levin lost, but saying that he couldn't answer questions and Joe Kent smartly during the interview goes, I can't answer that. That's confidential, classified. I can't. And Mark Levin, this entire interview, was trying to do things like this Tulsi Gabbard thing, trying to get him to slip up, let out some classified information. That way they can go after him. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to trick him because he's saying, does Tulsi agree? And the reason that he's not saying yes or no is you drill down on that. The only way you're going to get classified information out there, you can't.
The chamber, and I'm not going to speak for Tulsi Gabbard. What I'm telling you is the red
You're speaking for the president. You said
no, he's not.
that he was convinced by Israel.
No, I'm speaking for Joe Kent. That's why I resigned, so I could speak freely. I watched the.
By the way, that's very interesting.
Oh my God!
Go ahead.
What we watched, the red line move from no nukes to no enrichment. That basically short-circuited the ability for there to be a deal, leading us basically to a military conflict.
Hold on, that's just that gets better. There's a point, and let me see if I think I have the clip here. There's a point where is this one it? Here it is. There's a point where Joe Kent is clearly winning, and Mark. This is the other reason, by the way. This isn't just like I wanted you my AM station to give me more ratings. This is done on purpose because there's something else that happens with AM radio shows. You got to go to break, man. You have those hard breaks. Watch this.
Why do you?
I'm sorry. Listen to this because it's 2026 and we have to listen to an AM radio recording on Twitter.
I think the president said he never really remembers you that well. He never really met with you that often. Is that correct?
Well, the president meets with so many different people. I mean, he knew who I was, but by no means was I a primary advisor to him on a daily basis. However, in terms of determining the threat level that Iran posed to our country, I was a key part of that process. So that was very much in my purview.
And he rejected your view?
I don't think he rejected the view. I think he may have chosen to go a different direction, and I think the vast majority of intelligence and information that he received was given to him to paint a picture that Iran was on the cusp of developing a nuclear weapon, which just simply was not the truth. And also, as Secretary Rubio said, there was no imminent threat coming from Iran against the...
Yeah, but he corrected that quickly after the president called him and yelled at him and said, you fuck Marco. Hey, you want Cuba? You're going to fucking get in line.
Jesus.
You want your pet project so you could go back to Florida as a conquering hero to Miami? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Yeah, then go fucking do what I said, stupid.
Americans.
Well, you know, he corrected that.
There was an imminent threat coming from the Israelis who were going to attack. But that's actually the truth.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna do it honestly. One point at a time.
We're gonna do it honestly for once.
Had observed, the Iranians had observed an escalation ladder. They hadn't attacked us under President Trump.
Can you do me a favor? And I don't mean to be rude. Can you talk a little more slowly? I'm having trouble hearing.
He is trying every little trick in the
Mersh, because he knows that in exactly 30 seconds he has to hit a hard break. So he's having him talk slowly on purpose and saying he can't hear him.
Little trick in the book. He's being very Jewish.
Take your time. Go ahead.
Take your time. Go ahead. We got all the time in the world. Oh, and I'm going to have to cut you off here. We have to.
When President Trump came into office, the Iranians knew that President Trump wanted to get a deal. They observed the escalatory ladder very carefully. They stopped having our proxies attack us like they were attacking us under the Biden administration. And they got to the negotiating table with us about the
waka. When you hear Linkin Park playing, that means the brakes are coming.
God, this motherfucker, man.
Take your time. Take your time. Speak very, very slowly for exactly 30 seconds.
Agenda. when the 12-day war kicked off and the Israelis started that, the Iranians still didn't attack us.
All right. We have to take a break. I'm going to circle back on some of your comments here, and then I have some other questions. I appreciate you.
He's doing it on purpose. It
was driven by...
Oh, we got that one. And I think this is...
Because I was hoping that we would immediately de-escalate.
Oh, okay, we got that one already. All right. Yeah, Laura Loomer's already going out and being like, yeah, you know, he fucking wiped the floor with him. Now, they brought up something else, which we'll get into the next video with this too, but this leads into the next one.
You told Carlson about the murder of our friend Charlie Kirk.
Our friend Charlie Kirk. Our bud, our pal.
It's a data point that we need to look into. What are you trying to look into there? What do you think happened there?
Joe Kent came out today and he said he will gladly testify in the Tyler Robinson trial. So they're panicking. He today said that. Jesus. They are fucking panicking. Specifically, as you're about to see, the turning point people are fucking panicking.
What I know is that there were foreign leads that we didn't get a chance to look into, that we did not thoroughly investigate. That's what I know.
You have any country in mind?
No. I think we need to fully investigate the potential of any foreign nexus.
So you think a foreign country may have been involved in his assassination? Does the FBI think that?
What I think is that we need to thoroughly investigate all the potentials. That's what needs to happen.
I know, but what I'm trying to find out, you're a smart guy. You're an accomplished
We're
guy.
doing this angle?
Is there something that piqued your interest that caused you to say maybe there's something...
Not without fucking breaking classified information. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's really trying.
And we need to look into this. I mean...
There is. I just can't get into it because it's classified and it's part of an ongoing investigation, I hope. From my vantage point and from what I saw at the National Counterterrorism Center, that was not thoroughly looked into.
I'm not trying to be rude. Just slow down. I'm a little hard of hearing.
I got another break coming up.
Go ahead. What was that? I didn't hear you.
What I said was there were still potential foreign links and leads that we needed to look into. That's what I know. That's what I'm asserting.
So you're not asserting any particular country there?
No, I'm not.
He is, but he's not. But he can't. But he is. But he's. I did it. I did it. He's doing the Dennis. I did it. I did it. I did it. Hold on. So then we have. I gotta get. Hold on. I gotta find the. Here we go. Here it is. So so you know those leaked internal texts over that came out where Charlie Kirk was saying he was getting sick of the Israel lobby?
Yeah.
Okay, these are the people running the Charlie Kirk show now.
Just to remind people what this is referring to, this is after...
Oh, they didn't sync the audio well. Sorry, but just listen.
Charlie's murder, there were text messages that from a private group chat that were made public.
Guy on the right is accusing Joe Kent of leaking those text messages.
And were used to, frankly...
to Candace Owens.
Kick off the big conspiracy theory that we've run into over and over again, which is that Israel or the Jews had Charlie murdered.
Yes. So,
which we do not believe.
We do not believe.
I want to be very clear.
We have been accused of trying to, or we're not interested in the truth. The actual fact of...
I have a question. Look, Candace Owens says a lot of stuff that's a little wild, but here's the problem is now you got Joe Rogan. Hey, Virgie, do me a favor. There's a clip of Joe Rogan now talking about Erica Kirk and the fact that she used to be an actor in CIA movies. Did you know that? Did everyone know that about Erica Kirk? And it's not fake. The videos are out there. She used to be an actor in CIA training videos. No, I know. You know. I'm saying, do you guys know? And for those that don't know, the problem is now you don't have crazy Candace Owens talking about it. Now you have Rogan was talking about it. And let me tell you something in that clip. Rogan, I will say this. Rogan wasn't doing what everybody else is doing, like, she lost her. He was just being very like, and Mark Norman was there too. Even Norman's like, yeah, she's kind of weird, right? Like she's having a little too much fun, huh? Who's having more fun than her? And it's like, it's getting to the point where if you lose your spouse, right, you will get, I'd like to think even with us assholes, you will get a good amount of leeway in patience and like, dude, that sucks. That came out of nowhere. That's brutal. You know, the guy didn't deserve it. You have kids. You get that leeway. But I think as a human being, you will keep giving the person sympathy and stuff if they act in a way that you think. But when your husband dies and you're smiling and you're coming out in gala dresses coming out of Cody Rhodes Pyro, you really start going like, this is weird, right?
It's a little strange.
This is weird, right? What are we doing here?
The matter is that behind the scenes, we have given everything we know to give. Every single piece of information. This was one of them. I was told I could trust Joe Kent. I provided the screen grabs to Joe Kent, and I don't know what happened to them at that point. Okay,
Why did you give Joe Kent those screen grabs?
I want to make that very clear.
So you violated the sanctity. Okay, hold on a second, because this homie's trying to pretend like the sanctity of DMs were violated. But why did you screen cap the private DMs and send them to Joe Kent?
Yeah.
Eventually, Joe did message me and suggest that I make those screen grabs public. I declined because those were shared privately.
Why'd you share them to Joe Kent?
I didn't want to be reckless with them in the public. There could be innocent people on that group chat that would then be harmed. So I declined. But then, fast forward another week or two, and they were made public. So that's what I know, is that Joe suggested that they be made public.
So wait a second. You know, Joe suggested they be made public, and then they were made public. But you've known this for this long. Why did you, excuse me, idiot, why did you wait until Joe Kent resigned to release this information? If you've known this entire time, why didn't you release this information when he was the counterintelligence guy? Why did you wait?
He wasn't in our way yet.
Oh, that's why. Look, I don't know if Kent released it or not, because this dude saying he gave it to Kent and Kent did it, but then also think if you give it to one dude, this is the kind of dude who was probably sending that fucking screen grab to everybody. So this is what I was talking about with Rogan.
And when we go over this risk analysis, they hear what we're
that's him watching the CIA video.
saying, but they don't want to take action.
Well, there are 18 critical infrastructures. It's weird, but very weird.
She's doing a CIA informational video.
Weird. Like an acting gig, or is this something else?
Perhaps, or but even so, you're doing an acting.
Now, from what they're saying is that it's basically covering all like sort of like scenarios that might happen. I think one of the things that they talk about is about EMPs and shit. Potential EMP attacks.
Well, yeah, that was her whole family's like invested in that, like
right, correct,
and stuff. Yeah,
correct. So I'm just saying that's for those who don't know. This is what these videos are about.
Her family was connected to a company that made anti-EMP stuff, and then they got involved with the CIA to sell this. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
I'm saying it because I know we haven't particularly covered it too much on this show.
Gig for the CIA. Who calls you for that?
Yeah.
You ever get one of those calls?
No.
No, I never got one of those calls.
And my agent never hit me with that one.
Yeah. It's odd. Well, there's a lot of people that think that she was his handler. She was Charlie Kirk's handler. But of course, there's a lot of people that think I have handlers.
Yeah.
No. Listen, here's the thing. Let me explain something to you, Joe. The day of modern handlers is that now when you have a handler, you're not aware you have one. These people haven't figured this out yet? Look, yes, there are definitely people that had their compromise and that have blackmail on them that absolutely are told, like, you have a handler now, you do what you want, you're fucked. But the handlers are people you don't even realize are manipulating you and doing. That's how the CIA does 90% of their actual controlling of stuff, is by shifting the narrative. Rogan, you have a handler, you just don't know it, you know?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you got about 9 Navy SEALs out there.
They're not. They're my friends. They're not handlers.
What was I just saying?
They're friends, though. That's different.
I know those guys.
Oh.
He knows those guys.
Maybe.
She was also in some weird CIA documents.
Hey,
or
retard.
CIA film.
That's how the CIA handles people.
Mm-hmm. They use your friends that you know. Oh, come on, Rogan.
Friends. They're not handlers. I know those guys.
Oh.
Yeah,
Bro, how can you be like such a conspiratard as fucking Joe Rogan is, and then say some shit like, no, I know those CIA agents.
because that's how Rogan is, man.
Because he's still fucking arrogant.
Yeah. He talks to smart people, so he thinks he's smart sometimes.
Also in some weird CIA documents or CIA films.
Is that right?
Like, yeah, you ever seen those films?
No.
See if you can find those films.
Jimmy, pull up those films.
There's some.
Bro, have you heard Frank Caliendo's Rogan? Did we play it on this show or was it another show? Oh, it might have played on Daywave.
That was Daywave. We didn't do it on here yet.
Frank Caliendo might do the best Joe Rogan impression in the industry.
Oh, wow. I've never seen it.
Yeah, can you get it, Pessy? It's really good.
I'll try to find it. It was a YouTube short, right?
Yeah, it was him on one of the shows on the show with the.
All right.
Yeah, on the show with the ginger dude with the beard, that guy.
Oh, yes.
Internal films that they made that she was a part of.
She looks like if a pageant girl was grown up.
100%.
That's 100% what Erica Kirk is. She's like one of those toddlers in tiaras when they grow up.
There, look at that.
Oh, hear me out on this.
Okay, I love to hear this. I love conspiracies.
Erica Kirk is Jean-Benet Ramsey.
Hold on. Well,
Let's
no,
go with that.
I don't think the math adds up. I don't think the math adds up, right?
Does it?
No. How old would she have to be? How old would JonBenet Ramsey be right now? Because
I got you.
I need to know if this is plausible. Because if it is, I will start.
You mean how old is she?
How old is she right now? Yes, thank you. Because now you got me. Now Mersh is cooking. Now Mersh is cooking with a good.
Call me, Candace. We can collab.
Come on.
You, me, Ian Carroll.
Yeah, and the ghost of Charlie Kirk that comes in your dreams.
And Kurt Metzger, but only if he brings Coke.
And he's not interrupting Jimmy Dore every time he's talking.
Yes.
That would be great. Thank you.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Do the math. How old would she be? How old would she be?
JonBenet Ramsey was born 1990. Erica Kirk was born 1988.
Oh my God! That's 2 years. That's not a lot.
You're welcome.
Hey, Papa, I couldn't find that one clip, but I did find him doing Rogan on the score. So
Perfect.
I got him doing Rogan. I sent it to
Thank you, Pessy. I know that's important, but we just cracked the case. I don't know if you were listening, but JonBenet Ramsey is almost 100%.
I'm
Yeah,
going
well, I've been saying she's still
Look,
alive.
man, Candace is making a lot of money doing this shit. Why can't we do it? I want to do it. Everyone else is doing it.
Let's just do 24 hours of coverage that's the case
Yeah,
now.
that we believe.
If we dive all into this and only talk about this, we will build an audience of Spurs.
Do the math, guys. Do the math.
Well, I mean, she essentially was a pageant lady.
Oh, really?
Right?
Damn right she was.
Wasn't she in like Miss
You're
USA?
almost there, Joe.
You're so close, Joe. You're so close to cracking the code that we just made up right now. Like 5 minutes ago.
Air one of the things.
I don't know. Maybe.
Wasn't she, Jamie?
Got that kind of fate.
I love the chats. Guys, chat room, you have to play along. For this Candace thing to work, for this whole thing to work, everyone's got to be all in. So you need to spread this. When we clip this, we're going to cut out this part. The clips are just, because no one consumes an entire Candace Owens show. They just play the clips. Pessy, when you clip it, just clip the part where we're saying, guys, we cracked the code.
By the way, you know what I've learned watching Joe Rogan and all these podcasts? You really want to liven up a room? Mark Norman.
Yeah, you know,
Oh,
maybe your Navy SEALs friends
he's
are
great.
CIA guys.
I like Mark Norman. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. Mr. Energy, they call me. Hey,
Yeah, Mark Norman, as we call him, Joe List with money.
oh that's
Hey,
so
this
mean.
is,
Oh my God. That's so I feel bad. I
Pussy
felt
like that one.
bad for Joe List.
hurtful, man. It's very hurtful.
Well, there's a thing that people want, right? That attention, fame thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That is what they really want. Okay, so Jamie will find it.
Got fireworks behind her. She's wild.
Erica Kirk, CIA.
See? Everyone's picking it up now. We all know about the pyro.
Video releases serious questions.
That's the one I just played.
Yeah.
I think it was 2 days after she came out with the pyro, we played on this show. We were the first people to play the Cody Rhodes thing with the pyro. That was us, guys.
It didn't have. It had a 5-second clip, and the rest was not.
Oh, but the full video's out there. I watched it. And so see if you play it. It's about EMP attacks and power
This
grids.
is the one you were talking about, Merch, the EMP thing.
None of it?
Well, a gig's a gig. I think if you're a struggling actor, you take any kind of employee video or whatever.
I guarantee.
Yeah, but the question's not that. Like, I hear you, Mark. I hear you. I'm trying to stay awake,
What
but
we're
I hear
saying
you.
is, what are the odds?
How does this? But even bigger than that, how does the CIA reach out to somebody? Do they put? Does the CIA have casting calls? Like, no. How does it work? Like, how do they choose you?
See, that video's out there. I mean, no one could have pulled it. Well, there's the Jimmy Dore video there. Here it is. Here it is. Look at this.
Extremely vulnerable. that we've presented to congressional officials. 1 being cyber, 2 being hackers, 3 being physical threats, 4th one is solar EMP, and the 5th one is man-made. And when we go over this risk analysis, they hear what we're saying, but they don't want to take action.
Well, there are 18 critical infrastructures.
It's weird, but very weird. She's doing a CIA informational video.
Weird.
Like an acting gig, or is this something else?
Perhaps, or,
I know,
you
I'm
know,
just
but even so, you're doing an acting gig for the CIA. Who calls you for that?
Yeah.
You ever get one of those calls?
No.
No, I never got one of those calls.
And my agent never hit me with that one.
Yeah. It's odd. Well, there's a lot of people that think that she was his handler.
100%. And I mean, at this point, I'd believe it. I don't care. I don't believe anything.
No.
She's been so fucking squirrely, too. Every time, she's so squirrely about it. She left everything to him. I mean, I don't know, man. All right, let's do this one here. Vince Vaughn was on Theo Vaughn. And he brought up, I think Theo asked him about why late night shows suck now. And mind you, look, if anyone's been on a bunch of fucking late night shows, it's fucking Vince Vaughn. That guy has been on every one of them.
Why a lot of the late shows have struggled.
Oh,
because
bro.
all they did during the only person they could make fun of at a
Bro.
certain point was just like white redneck kind of people, and it fucking tanked, and then everything tanked after that.
Think about that. But see, they never get it right. The podcasts have gotten so much more popular with less production, less writers, less staff.
You know another reason I like Vince Vaughn? Didn't get work done. Just started aging like an old guy, got a gut, and goes, I'll just make movies. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Seems like he still drinks a lot.
Yes.
A lot. A lot.
Bro, he's a man. It's like you look at him when he's like just in his casual dress, and you go, look at this big Italian galoot, right?
He's big.
Then you
too.
watch Brawl in Cell Block 99 and watch him pull apart a car with his hands.
No, Vince Vaughn is a big guy. He's not a little
Fuck,
man.
dude.
You know who was humongous that I saw? Brendan Fraser is humongous.
Oh, he's a unit. He's a unit. He's George
Podcasts
the
have
Jungle.
gotten so much more popular with less production, less writers, less staff. And the reason why
we have two
is
people working here, and both of them are hungover.
Both of them are Filipino because all podcast producers are Filipino. Sorry, guys. By the way, Virgie Pesci, you're Filipino now. Thank you. Can I even make lumpia?
Well, that one guy has shingles.
but the place is clean. I like that. You keep a clean place.
Thank you. Yeah, we did a vacuum.
But yeah, because people want authenticity.
Yeah.
And I think that the talk shows, to a large part, became really agenda based.
Yeah.
They were going to evangelical people to what they thought. You know what I mean? And so people just rejected it because
You know who actually does really like, and it's not a political thing, but the people that are really enjoying the fact that late night shows are dying are a lot of the celebrities that don't have to do that whole tell the producer a story, and then you have to fake that the guy to know the story. You know that whole thing?
Yeah, they'd rather just go on a podcast on
Talk
Zoom.
shit and leave. Yeah, and they go,
Still
I'm
sell movie
done.
tickets.
Who fucking cares?
it didn't feel authentic. It felt like they had an agenda. It stopped being funny, and it started feeling like I was in fucking a class I didn't want to take. But if you look at what happened to the talk shows and why their ratings are low, it's got only to do with the fact of what you just said, which is they all became the same show.
Yeah.
And they all became so about their politics and who's good and who's bad. And it's like, imagine sitting next to someone like that on a fucking plane.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Bro, you'd be like, how do I get out of this fucking seat?
I would fart right next to
Holy
them.
cow. Yeah. You fart your way out of it.
Yeah, dude, I would. Oh, I would for sure. And I'm
fucking
sorry.
skunk. You know the skunk's the.
I always liked Vince Vaughn, man. I like the dude. Hey, there's something about him. He's always been pretty. Seems like a genuine dude, and he has bad taste. Gave $10 and said it's called central casting. Oh, central casting for a reason. CIA got it. Anything over there?
Got him. I am looking, and now it's doing that weird thing where it takes
being
a
gay.
Enrico Palazzo for 5 said, "Can we get Erica on the black leather couch, the one that matches her pants?" I mean, I would watch an Erica Kirk.
Yeah.
Fuck tape.
Yeah.
But only the CIA has that.
Yeah. You think those dudes ever goon to it? You think CIA agents are gooning to it?
Of course
they're gooning. They're gooning.
They have a high enough clearance level.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. Since Iran's Islamic Revolution in 1979, women have primarily...
Okay, look, again, I don't there's no middle ground for these news things. Either CNN now is now going and doing podcasts in their offices, then ABC News has this what looks like looks like they're in a holodeck. Do you need this much space to just, because this segment only lasts a minute and then you cut to pre-film footage?
The problem is they own these studios for years. They've always had all this space. What they don't have a lot of anymore is employees or like people moving around or like offices. So yeah, they got plenty of room.
Why don't they just build shelters for the unhoused?
That's true.
They could do that.
Borne the brunt of the regime's oppression. But could the end now be in sight? Tonight, Iranian women, some of whom are still inside the country.
It's got to be miserable to have these like $30,000 cameras and all this shit and just getting destroyed by somebody with a short mic and a laptop. It's got to suck for these people. Like, I have no sympathy for them, but I'm just saying it's got to suck.
Share their stories of oppression with ABC News and explain how they've continued their fight.
Guys, I always love stories of oppression. That's my favorite.
Despite the dangers in doing so, our Maggie Ruley reports.
This was the Geisha Street Morality Police Station. The infamous center, now a smoldering pile of rubble.
See, even ABC News is saying the war is good because now women are more free.
Full of memories many women in Iran want to forget.
Good. See, now when you have the left and the right both doing propaganda for the war, you know it's a good war.
They were arrested and brought here to be questioned.
The Iranian women fighting for freedom. You mean the Jewish women in Iran?
Fighting for freedom.
For their alleged crimes. Things as simple as wearing short sleeves, a dress the morality police felt showed off their body.
Okay, I don't understand this, man. On the one hand, we have to fucking, we need to be, the women in hijabs are fucking empowered. And we should love them for doing that because that's their culture. But on the other hand, when they're in a country where they're supposed to be in them and they're acting like a bunch of hoes, by their standards, not by our standards, by their standards, and they get in trouble. I don't ever. They rolled this out during Iraq too, where like women for the first time are able to drive in Baghdad. Women are now driving in Baghdad. Oh my God, women weren't able to drive before. Guys, these are Muslims, dude. No amount of bombing or anything. As soon as we leave, the status quo goes back into place, and women are not going to be driving. They stop them. The only fucking reason in Saudi Arabia that women are kind of allowed to do stuff is because they want TKO's money to keep doing fucking WWE there, and they want to be seen like that. But now you got another fucking problem because WrestleMania this year's in Vegas. Fine. WrestleMania next year, Saudi Arabia. I don't know how comfortable people are going to be feeling over there.
Or revealing too much hair underneath their obligatory headscarves.
Okay, but again, that is your religion and you live in a country where them's the rules. That's the thing I don't understand about this. We have to respect their religion, we have to fucking respect their culture, but when they're in their own country and they don't respect their religion, they don't respect their culture, then we have to feel bad for them? Guys, you cannot have it both ways. I don't care, okay? It's like that old saying, you cannot become a proctologist and then complain you see assholes all day. This is the religion you want to be in. This is where you're living. If you have no choice, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. But like, just because Iranian women can't have OnlyFans doesn't mean that I want to pay for interceptor missiles. Like, you know, those things should never be connected.
Year-old Iranian photographer told us this. She wishes to remain anonymous, and we altered her voice for her protection.
It feels like chains that were wrapped around my neck, hands and feet are finally being unlocked.
So can I pause?
Sure.
So now we're using AI voices, and we're calling it altered. That is AI.
Yeah, of course. 100%. That's what they're doing.
So we're just making women up now.
They're just making
no,
them
if
up.
there is a real woman.
This is what she would sound like. This is what she would sound like.
But we don't want you to hear her voice.
We don't want, yeah, no.
They created such fear and terror in our lives.
So let me ask you a question. This is great. Now you guys are allowed to show your ankles and wear short sleeves. Awesome for you. Was it worth the 160 girls that were killed at that school?
Yeah.
Because no, we're empowering people. We're empowering women. And if that's the case, would 200 would have? What's the number of dead school children that would have been fine for you to be a hoe in Iran? Just curious. What's the number? Fucking these people.
That even people like us, who are peaceful by nature, found ourselves wishing for their death every day.
She says every time she leaves her house, she fears arrests and imprisonment.
Well, then not if you follow the rules. Have you tried following the rules?
The regime creating a climate of complete despair and anxiety.
That's how I feel right now in America.
I keep thinking about that embroidered white sleeveless top that I had as a child. The one they told me not to wear or I would be punished. All those insults, the humiliation, this...
Man, we really want this war. We got the all fucking hands on deck to make it okay. To make it okay. Even Hillary said that Trump is finally acting like a real leader. Did you see that? Even Hillary said, now, listen, the good thing is that we live in a country where we have something called free speech, okay? We're going to have these draconian rules that, like, fucking hold us down, all right? Hey, let's see what happened to this sheriff in Michigan.
I give you this by way of example. Some pond scum felt empowered and emboldened enough to put this picture of me up to try to threaten and intimidate me, which, of course, he didn't do because...
How is that threatening and intimidating
you?
You guys know Phoenix Ammunition
Yep.
on Twitter?
I actually told Mersh that they started releasing all their ammo with this guy's picture, and he goes, "We don't even care about this, but fuck you. You're gonna tell us what to do."
Yeah, fucking that dude's fucking hilarious. All their ammo comes with just shithead 4chan memes on it.
Yeah.
I signed up for this. And by the way, the person that did this said a bunch of terrible things, not just against me, but against a lot of groups and individuals.
Wow, okay,
Who,
so he
by
just
the way,
sounds
was
like an
arrested
angry
today
guy
in
in general.
Wisconsin.
If anything, that makes him sound even less like he just sounds like he's just an angry guy in general.
Yeah.
It's not like if you told me he was just spurging about you for days on end, weeks on end, I go, maybe he was threatening you. But now you're just saying he's just a shitty guy in general, just hates stuff.
And again, it's a meme. He's allowed to make memes, man.
My point is this, though. If this person is emboldened and empowered enough or feels safe enough to do this for me, what does he do to a kid? What does he
do? I'm sorry.
He's doing an internet.
It's a meme. It's a meme.
Hey, if this guy's gonna Photoshop Payas on my face, he might be fucking kids.
Yeah, it's what the fuck does that
It's
mean?
the internet. He's doing the internet.
do to a Jewish family walking down the street?
Probably nothing.
Probably nothing.
Yeah,
I feel like
honestly nothing. Probably,
I
if I'm
feel
being
like,
honest.
I feel like he would have done it.
Yeah, he didn't. By the way, he probably didn't even make somebody else. He shared somebody else's meme. Is probably what happened.
And that's because of the normalization of this. Watching this on television and saying, okay, I feel empowered enough that I can do this.
We are empowered by the First Amendment, which is ensured by the Second.
Well, A, you can't. And B,
yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You can do that. You fucking can. You can. And now you know what's happening, of course, is everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it to him.
Dude, people don't understand is that we always had the First Amendment and we used to express that, but the moment that people told us that we couldn't, that's when it got aggressive. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like telling you someone that they can't smoke cigarettes in their backyard. They're gonna smoke more cigarettes in their fucking backyard.
Yeah,
it's their backyard.
Leave them alone.
Well, A, you
Leave
can't.
me alone.
And B, if you think you can do it to somebody that's in law enforcement, again, what are you going to do in an alley or in a street?
Making memes are violence.
Ignore it.
Memes are violence.
To a Jewish family or a kid walking down the street?
You don't get to minority report people. You don't get to arrest them for this. You don't. And now, if
I saw a domestic,
this is what's happening if you go through the replies.
Bro, if I saw a domestic dispute in the street, I'd stay away. I don't get involved in shit. I just.
Dude, this of course is what happens. What do you think's gonna happen?
The Streisand effect.
This is what's gonna happen.
Aptly named.
Oh my God.
They
Also
should start
Jewish.
doing ones where he's Hitler also, so he doesn't know what to do. Both.
I don't know what he's gonna do. I really don't know what he's.
He should do nothing.
No, can't help himself. Too late.
I fucking Jesus.
Let's check out the real MAGA. Let's see what MAGA's talking about. I like checking out what MAGA's talking about.
Remember Jamie Harrison? They spent
Wait,
more
that's
money.
Lindsey Graham. That's not Mag. Oh.
He is now. Do you not trust Trump? You're not being loyal, dude.
Don't you trust Trump's agency to make decisions on his own? No,
Nah.
I don't actually.
No.
I don't at all.
Remember Jamie Harrison? They spent more money trying to beat me in
No,
2020.
Virgie, Royce is right. Lindsey Graham is MAGA. He wants to mega all Muslims disappear.
Yeah.
Than any candidate in the history of the United States Senate at the time, and we kicked their ass.
Yeah, it is MAGA.
Listen to that
Make
smattering
Ari-
of applause.
It's a a light smattering.
Because we're on the right side of the issues. To the Democratic Party, bring it
Yeah.
on. You better
MAGA,
get up early.
make Aryans gay again.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's go, MAGA.
Always were.
early, and you better stay late, and you better eat your Wheaties. To people in the primary who are hiding in the corner, the peanut gallery, let's find out who you are and what you believe in, who's helping you. Are you in the mainstream? If you worry about not having a contest, you need not worry about it. I am the most solid person running to be the senator from South Carolina in this field.
There
I'm the
are
most
no Jews
qualified
in South Carolina, and it's all you talk about.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
person running.
If he pandered to black people, it would make more sense given the
would.
demographics of South Carolina.
Know what I'm doing.
Oh, hey, did you guys see that Gavin Newsom has walked back his anti-Zionist claims?
Oh, what did he say? Did he get reined in?
Oh, he said he's a super proud Zionist and that he supports Jews and loves AIPAC and all that shit. Yeah, dude, Gavin Newsom is really geared. He's going to go kiss the wall. We're getting Newsom, dog.
Oh, yeah, Newsom's next. Newsom's next up to play, yeah.
If you believe in voting, Newsom is next. If you don't believe in voting, it's Rubio. Either way, we're fucked.
Okay, but hold on. Let's see what Josh Hammer has to say.
Multiple people around the same time, last fall, I don't remember the exact date, that Tulsi Gabbard, who is the director of national intelligence, and she was Joe Kent's boss as the director of the National Counterterrorism Center, he worked under Tulsi Gabbard. I was told by numerous people who...
He's doing the look at my hot blonde friend Matt Christensen move.
Yeah.
Gabbard. I was told by numerous people who are very much part of the conservative ecosystem in D.C., these are well-sourced people, strong connections to the White House. They told me to be strongly on the lookout for Tulsi Gabbard and her office. They basically said that Tulsi Gabbard is running something of a shadow operation from her office. That she is personally. I was told this. I've met Tulsi. I don't know her well.
I get it, buddy. But listen, I'm looking at your eyebrows, and it's like
that's enough for me to not believe you.
Everything on my history of just playing video games. Like I know you're a bad guy.
Yeah, sometimes it's okay to judge a book by its cover when the book looks like a Necronomicon. You know.
Told she's personally actually very anti-Semitic, and that
Tulsi's very anti-Semitic,
is heavily involved in a
And
lot
I don't know
of
who
the.
this Aaron Molan is, but this bitch looks like she does tarot readings on Facebook Live.
Oh yeah, $10 donations only though.
Told she's personally actually very anti-Semitic, and that she is heavily involved in a lot of the anti-Semitic.
Hey Tulsi, you see what happened? You bent the knee, and it's never going to be enough. You see what happens? Now no one likes you. That's what happens. You bend the knee, and then they go, you're not bending it hard enough. They want you on both knees, not one. Both. Look, don't get me wrong. All of us like to get fucking Tulsi Gabbard in front of us on both knees. But not like politically, you know?
Influencer operations, and that she is potentially involved when it comes to trying to feed some of these narratives there. Now, I didn't put two and two together at the time and think that this trail led immediately to Joe Kent. I've known of Joe Kent for years. We follow each other on Twitter for forever. I knew that he had some isolationist-y leaning views on foreign policy, but nothing particular.
Hey, I have a question. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, what's your
Josh Hammer, member of Charlie Kirk's private chat, editor-at-large at Newsweek.
Extreme. He actually, up until yesterday or a year ago, whatever, was somewhat sober, at least, on issues pertaining to the Middle East, Iran, Israel, you name it, though. So I didn't put two and two together at the time that it immediately went to Joe Kent, but especially after his disgusting anti-Semitic dripping with the anti-Semitism conspiracy-laden resignation letter era.
Isn't it so funny from like the beginning of when we started doing this show in 2017, 2018, 2019, how fucking dangerous it was to talk about anything we're talking about now that everyone's talking about, that it's super mainstream stuff. You guys are losing this. Like, you guys are still getting what you want because obviously you're going to just blow up the world if you don't. But you are losing the propaganda war that you were winning. You were winning it to the point where Mersha and I were self-saying, we're still doing it. Here's the fucking truth. The truth is, we could probably get away with it because I watch other YouTube shows now, and they are monetized and they have plaques behind them, and they're saying some wild shit that we got kicked off of YouTube for.
Yep.
So we could easily go even harder than we go. We're not playing that game because we're not stupid, but we can. It is a different landscape, dude. You guys are. Talk to anybody. You are losing this war. People are not uncomfortable anymore. Here's the problem is that over the years, like we were trained by you guys because when we were all being called Nazis and we were all being called fucking fascists by the left and they were calling us fascists and Nazis and this and that, all those words lost their meanings. And now that it's turned on the one thing that the fucking Republican Party becomes really DEI about and we have to protect them and hate crime laws, you're just calling us the same thing you called us before, and it doesn't really matter. We don't care. This doesn't matter. Those words are meaningless because at the end of the day, it's like that they say if everybody stops paying taxes, what can they do? If everybody stops caring what you call us, what can you do?
Nope.
You can't do anything.
Can we all stop paying taxes instead, though?
Yeah, we can't do anything. What, we're going to have a fucking all caps tweeted fucking cancellation from Gabe Hoffman again? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. You're losing. People don't like you. People do not like the fact that you're trying to tell us what to do, and that's the fucking problem. It's like Pessy said earlier, at the most part, if you just let us say what we wanted, we fucking wouldn't even care. If this Michigan guy was to come out there, we wouldn't fucking care. But again, our principles are going to stay the same. I don't fucking care if you call us not MAGA. I don't care. Oh, if the Democrats win, what's the difference? What's the difference? Is there really one now? Not really. Ooh, the border's stronger. Not if you don't pass any laws, because when a Democrat gets in there, it's going to go away. This is a temporary plug. If Gavin Newsom gets in there, that thing's opening up again, and we're going to be at war. But whatever. It's fine. At least Josh Hammer's happy. Well, he doesn't look happy. It's like a demon.
I wish Caleb Hammer was happy instead.
Yeah, I know. So he was fucking... I saw him yelling at fucking... Another person was like, America actually spends all their money on the military. And he's like, we give like 50% to social programs, and it's way too fucking much. And it's like never enough. It's like never enough for you. I am going to, as usual, try to be denied for this live read if I can. And then I will probably go into a locals read here in a moment once I failed to start campaign. Perfect. Revenge of the Sis locals. I'm doing a run and tally of how much we're losing. Revenge of the...
guys, in what I don't want to see is a bunch of you guys tagging Chris Pavlovsky on Twitter and telling him about
that we've not been able to do a live read forever.
For months. Yeah. Please don't tag Chris Pavlovsky on Twitter and remind him nicely that we're sick of this shit.
Did you guys see Aaron's dumbass tagging Chris and going,
he was sucking up to Chris today because he was on the front page under podcasts.
Yeah, that's random. We know that. It's random. Anybody could be front page.
No, it's not random. It's done by numbers. So, like, if you have a couple hundred people watching at 6 in the morning...
Hey, Virgie, it's random. I know because I was told. It's random. It's not by numbers. Because if you go down and you click live... If it's by numbers, I would be on the front page of Podcast with Daywave every morning, and I'm not. So it's not by numbers.
It is random.
It's random. 100% positive, it's random.
Which is even funnier.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm very aware of it because it's something that I'm like, shouldn't it be the people with the most views?
I don't
like
this place at all.
Hey, if it was about... Hey, Virgie, if it's about numbers, I'm looking at our numbers. We should be on the front page of Podcast right now, are we?
Yeah, no, but like, every night we're like, every night where I have like fucking decent numbers, like I'm at the top of fucking game.
Because there's no one's live at your time. But when you're live at our time or Daywave time or this time, I'm telling you it's random. I'm telling you, dude.
No, I believe you, but like I just saying why I didn't
Yeah.
why I thought that wasn't the case.
Yeah, it's not, because right now, I'll tell you right now, I have no problem. I'll tell you, let's go look at what is it, sports?
No, I'm sure you're
viral.
right. I'm sure you're right.
Yeah, man. There's people with right now. There's somebody who has 20 views. Put it to you this way. No, I'll put it this way. Right now in the front of podcasts, the person with the most views has 389 people live consecutively watching them.
You know what it is?
Mm.
The gaming section is done by numbers.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, really lumpy potatoes, really breaking all the norms. Get the fuck out of here. That guy's retarded too. Tom Merlos Mercedes. Tom Merlos Mercedes gave $3. Says, boys, Gina Carano, Tulsi, Anna, and Megan. Who's fucking who? All of them in a pile. Why do I have to fucking split them up? That doesn't make any. In this magical world where I have this power, it'd be all of them. Okay. RevengeOfTheSith.locals.com, guys. Sign up for just $7 a month, and you will get access to tomorrow's show, Friday's show, every Wednesday, every Friday. It's $7 a month. It's a fucking killer deal. You get our movie riffs down below right now. Just sign up. If you sign up for a year, you're going to get 2 months for free. And pretty much as how we do the show, as you can see, we're not getting any reads.
No, I was just going to say, I did have one more on YouTube.
Sure, go for it.
Corn-fed Cody for 5 said, oh no, the sheriff found out about my back alley meme deals.
Yep, you're going down, bud. Guys, we'll be right back.
Support for Pawnee Community Radio comes from listeners like you and from the new film, The Shadows of Seven Heads, the dramatic tale of an Israeli soldier who falls in love with conjoined Palestinian sextuplets. Out soon from Focus Features.
Welcome to Thought. For your thoughts, I'm your host, Derry Merbles, sitting in for Nina Joplin, who is touring the country performing a spoken word opera about pear-shaped women. My guest today is City Council woman Leslie Knope.
It is a pleasure to be back, Derry. Your show last week on dolphin lactation was just riveting radio. Derry, my team and I are trying to build a park. And we need input on the design from you, the citizens of Pawnee. So I guess I'm here to send out the bat signal.
A bat signal, for listeners who might not know, refers to the children's character, the Bat Man, a strong gentleman who fights crime nocturnally.
That's correct. Well put.
Coming up after the break, movie reviews with Ken Tucker, who is filling in for David Bianculli, who is in New York filling in for Ken Tucker. Leslie, would you like to introduce the next segment?
Okay. Now it's time for Jazz plus Jazz equals Jazz. Today we have a recording of Benny Goodman, played over a separate recording of Miles Davis.
Research shows that our listeners love jazz.
Second hour, RTC. Thank you for staying with us. We do appreciate it. We are back. It's Tuesday, guys. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Sign up for our locals not to miss out on that amazing show tomorrow that we're going to have. Those have been absolute bangers. I also had a movie, Mersh, that I did not know existed. And before we just to get out of the way, it's only an hour and 32 minutes long. So, okay. And I wanted to. I just found out about this movie, and it's a Chevy Chase movie that I had no idea existed. Okay.
Fletch 2.
No, shut up. Have you heard of a movie called Under the Rainbow?
No.
Okay, me neither. See, I'm glad that you did. Now, I'm a big Chevy Chase fan. Like, I love Chevy Chase, okay? I want you to watch this trailer to this movie, okay? Bomb,
Is
by
this
the way.
when he was trying to be serious?
No. No, not at all. 1981.
No.
J-U, who? How do you say that? Jew? Gave $150 on locals.
Jeez,
Holy
thank you,
shit,
buddy.
dude, thank you so much, man.
Very nice of you.
That's fucking amazing, dude. Thank you so much. That's really, really kind of you. I really hope you're going to enjoy this movie. We're going to riff on locals. Okay, check this out. Thank you, man. That's awesome.
What the hell's going on here?
Guess what happened when 150 midgets checked into a hotel in Hollywood to make one of the world's biggest movies?
150 midgets check into a hotel. Chevy Chase is there.
I want a room.
What happened to that hotel and to Hollywood has to be seen to be believed. Now, the real madness can be shown.
Give me my bucket. That's my favorite bucket. The cable.
And believe you me, it's not short on action.
So midgets, minstrel blacks, it's got everything.
It's got everything we need.
So it's the chaos that happened at the hotel where all the Wizard of Oz midgets were staying during the filming of Wizard of Oz.
Correct. This is a movie based on where during the Wizard of Oz, where all the midgets.
There's gonna be orgies. Let's go.
This looks awesome.
It's not
This
short
looks
on
awesome.
danger.
I could have held the elevator, sir.
And it
Okay, that was pretty funny. I like.
not short on
What
romance.
is bomb?
Bruce Thorpe, United States Secret Service.
And I suppose that's your gun, huh?
Oh, no, I wear a shoulder holster.
It's not short on excitement either.
It's always funny when you explain it.
All kinds of excitement.
I don't know, man. I have faith in this being funny only because 1981 Chevy Chase was still doing coke, and that's funny,
Hey, man.
Chevy Chase.
Billy Barty's in it with his little sausage hands.
Better believe it's not short on laughs.
Did anybody know this movie? Did anybody know this movie?
This had
I'm
to
sorry,
be
what
bad.
were you saying about Hitler?
This had to be bad.
What were you saying about Hitler?
You know what it is? Everybody really wanted to be Mel Brooks back then.
Who directed this, Pessy?
Under the Rainbow?
Yeah, Under the Rainbow,
Give me
1981.
a second. Sure.
It's Chevy Chase and Carrie Fisher.
I'm going to guess a very mediocre Jew that we never heard a lot about ever.
Wait, so for this week though, for this week though, we're gonna do the retard one, right?
Yeah, the retard one this week, but this is one to add to the
I've been
way.
excited. I've been hyped on. Okay, so this is directed by what a name, Steve Rash. All right, let me give you other things he directed because this guy directed bangers. All right, so he did the Buddy Holly story. Yes, the one with Gary Busey as Buddy Holly. He then did.
That was actually not a bad movie.
Yeah. Then he did Can't Buy Me Love.
Really?
Then he did a little classic called Pauly Shore's Son-in-Law.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Nice.
Then he did Eddie, the Whoopi Goldberg
I
basketball
know
movie.
what Eddie is.
Can I just say something?
Coach the Knicks.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Son-in-Law, not Pauly Shore's worst movie.
No, it's not his worst. I love that he didn't say it was good.
I
He said
didn't say
not
it was
his worst.
great.
It's not his
I love
worst.
that.
I'm just
he
saying it
also
wasn't
did
his worst.
a couple other things he did, like in the later years. He did Xenon Z3, American Pie Band Camp, Bring It On All or Nothing, Bring It On In It to Win
Let's
It,
go.
Road Trip Beer Pong, and
So,
American Pie
can I-
Band Camp bloopers.
Can I say something? Single-handedly kept the Bring It On franchise alive.
Yeah, thank you. This guy's a hero. My movie might be good.
Brains out.
If you haven't already guessed, it'll be out shortly.
Get it?
Ha!
Chevy Chase, Carrie Fisher, and 150 of Hollywood's smallest stars in Under the Rainbow.
So this was when Chevy and Carrie Fisher were both being paid in cocaine.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine how much cocaine they did together? It must have been insane.
You know how much fucking they probably did?
Yeah,
They probably did tons of cocaine. There's midgets everywhere.
Gotta add that one to the list for sure. That'll be maybe next month. This month we're doing the retard one on Tubi. That's gonna be fun.
I mean, that's a good, Rainbows. That's a good Easter movie, huh?
The fucking movie is fucking Peter Dinklage's fucking
Nightmare. That's Peter. This 1981 movie is Peter Dinklage's nightmare.
If it's my way, I'll stay and hold and feed a nation. 26 million doesn't mean anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mags Bennett.
They offered her $26 million, which is 4 times
do
the
a
asking
data center or
rate, to
something?
put a data center. She said no.
Some people might find it hard to understand how Tulsi Gabbard can turn away a $26 million.
Here's what I don't understand.
I wonder if you're going to say the same thing as me, but please go ahead.
There's so much land available, inexpensive land available anywhere. Why does it have to be this farm?
I kind of feel like with $26 million, I kind of feel like I would keep a good amount of that money, and then with the rest of it, buy another farm.
What I'm saying is, this feels like less about building an AI data center, which we could do anywhere, and really more about getting this fucking farm.
Nah, actually, I can explain it.
It probably has to do with
The
water?
reason why- yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I figured that.
Farms have to fucking infrastructurally have shitloads of access to water.
I feel you, dog, right? But like, we need that water. Why don't you build? Why don't you build close to the? Why don't you build closer to the ocean and desalinate?
Yeah, go get that
Since
water.
aren't we melting the ozone anyway? And we're
Problem
gonna have
is
all
that
the oceans are going to
AI. Here's the problem with the desalinization. AI computers already need a bunch of power to server farms to run. You know what? So desalination plants then also would need to be incorporated. Then we would even need more power.
Okay.
Then our power is already really expensive.
So instead, we're just going to destroy.
No, they shouldn't.
farms and
I'm
have
not saying
streams running through.
But hear me out. Now, let me ask you a real question. You're her. Do you take the $26 million and let him build that? Be honest. I just want people to be really honest. Everyone wants to pretend they're a hero or whatever. I'm actually very curious.
Can I be honest
Before
with you?
Before you answer,
Sure.
the farm has been in the family for like 100 years.
Fuck.
And it depends on how well off you are. Like, I would imagine this woman is probably well off enough that she's got everything she needs. So if you got everything you need, who needs $26 million? You know what I mean? If that land is, I'm assuming, that old in her family, it's obviously paid off. She obviously owns a great deal of land, probably makes a comfortable living farming, and then just like, if all the family debts are paid off, everyone's comfortable, everyone's living good lives, like, yeah, why give that up?
My answer, I have to say is I would, because they can afford it. They're tech bros. I'd up them to 100 mil, because in all reality, the day I die, they're just gonna take it. So
Not if she has a family. Not if she has a family that's also going to keep it. See,
I thought you were talking about me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess okay, you're right. You personally, I guess you're right. But I'm saying put yourself in her in perspective.
Oh, in her shoes? No, fuck them.
By the way, I put a poll up on the YouTube one because you could do that on YouTube. I put a poll up on the YouTube one. I said, would you take the $26 million? So I'm gonna let it run. So let's see what we get.
Her offer to buy some of her land until you spend a little time with her walking the dirt roads
Honestly,
she grew
dude,
up on
being able
and
to
in the
tell
house.
a tech bro, no.
Yeah, go
is
fuck
worth
yourself.
$26 million.
That's true, and cows are awesome.
Her daddy built.
My grandfather and great-grandfather and...
When an oil company wants to buy a house, it means there's oil underneath.
Yep.
Sorry, this is remembering fucking Jin Yang from fucking Silicon Valley, just outfoxing everyone on that show through his sheer Chinesiness. Just through his sheer Chinesiness.
Imagine her just plowing the field one day, and she finds out that she's sitting on literal slabs of like silicone for fucking processing chips and shit.
That would be so funny.
A bunch of family has all lived here for years, paid taxes on it, fed a nation off of it, Even raised wheat through the Depression and
Yeah, that's a woman that would tell a tech guy to go fuck himself holding a
you're right.
shotgun.
Yeah,
Get off
she's
my
a-
fucking
She's
property.
literally a character from Justified.
Justified.
She's Mags Bennett from Justified.
Exactly. Yep.
bread lines up in the United States of America when people didn't have anything else.
Del CIA is one of dozens of landowners approached by an anonymous buyer, one of the major players.
Oh, that makes
in
it less dodgy.
artificial
An
intelligence.
anonymous buyer. So
likely
Chat
Google
GPT.
or
Oh,
Meta.
hello. I represent the anonymous buyer. You know, little Chinese guy. You're like, come on, man.
Or
Bro, they already have the plans what they're gonna do with her property before fucking they ever.
You
want to
know why, Virgin? You want to know why? Because they cannot imagine a world where someone would turn down 4 times. That's 4 times.
And
the
isn't that
value.
also insulting?
Of course. No, it is. Look, hey, listen, I'm with her. I'm being honest. I'm with her. And what my honest answer is when you incorporate the family owned and the fact hundreds of years. Listen, man, if this was just your property you just bought, then maybe I'd be like,
Oh yeah, I
whatever.
mean, I'm sure you would dump this house if somebody came with
Yeah.
a big check and
Yeah,
said, "Hey,
yeah,
we want."
yeah, I don't care.
You
I'm
wouldn't
no-
care.
give
You
a
wouldn't care
shit.
if they were dumping toxic waste here. You'd be like, "This isn't like 100-acre ancestral."
Yeah,
farm."
I'm not. My name's not Royce Lennar.
Yeah, no.
So like, I'm
They'd
not.
be like, "We'll give you $1 million." You'd be like, "Come out, bye." I don't care if you're dumping fucking toxic
Bye.
waste here. You don't even like your neighbors. You're like, "Bye, guys."
Yeah.
They're only buying your house, by the way, so they can dump toxic waste in this one unit, but everybody else still has to
Has to live here, yeah.
You'd be like, bye.
You turn your fucking neighborhood into the oblongs overnight.
You're like, bye. I'm moving to Windermere. Bye. Bye.
See
Bye.
you later.
They're going.
I'm
going
gonna be Tiger Woods' neighbor. See you later. Bye.
Fucking. Can I add a little something to this?
Sure.
This is an old farm where fucking
100
like,
years.
her
100 years.
Great grandfather and shit lived on this farm. What do you want to bet the chances are that they're buried on this farm?
Well, probably pretty high. Let's see.
To purchase
Very
their land.
fucking high.
The market value for land in Mason County is about $6,000 an acre. The realtor that came to her door last April offered her and her mother about 10 times that.
10 times. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh, this woman. This good for her. I'll be honest with you, man. Good for her. Good for her. Good for her. That's not something that's easy. I don't give a fuck. That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah.
That is a
And
hard,
she
like,
said-
you know.
And she said no without even considering it.
Damn.
That.
This bitch
They
goes
call us
hard, dog. Hell
stupid
yeah.
farmers, you know, but we're not. We know whenever our food is disappearing, our lands are disappearing, and we don't have any water. And poison, we know we've had it.
Delcia's mom, Ida
Damn.
Huddleston, is now 82 years old. She says she does not need the money or the hassle.
Why do I feel like this is going to end with like a showdown and there's going to be like hired goons and they're going to have these old ladies are going to have like shotguns and they're going to be holed up in their fucking
Yeah,
shit.
this is the plot to a Steven Seagal movie.
Look, man, this is either Meta or Google, and if it's Meta, this is the same Zuckerberg who bought a bunch of people's houses in Hawaii just to tear them down because they were fucking up his view. Mm-hmm. So, like, you know,
I'll be honest though, I kind of like, I enjoy sometimes when rich people do baller shit like that. Just not when it's like old ancestral homes. But I do like the idea of like a millionaire buying some shit and then being like, what's up with this fucking view? And then being like, I'm buying that property and I'm just going to demolish that. It's in my way. Dude, like, what's his face? Howard Hughes did that when he lived at the Desert Inn in Vegas. The casino across the street, their fucking sign was always like blinking in his window and he hated it. So he called them and he's like, would you move the sign? And they went, no. So he just bought the whole place and then demolished the fucking sign because it was bothering him. That's baller move. Like, I can't even hate on that.
Does not need the money or the hassle. She was born on this land and she plans to die here, and she certainly does not trust the
look at her
promises made by
Okay,
the
can I just say something? The irony.
I know, of a QR code. Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? You know what? Just like Florida has the Gadsden flag, the don't tread on me places you have to pay the government own.
Does that not look like something you'd see in a cyberpunk game?
Yeah.
Like, this looks goofy.
It does. The no data center with a QR code is pretty funny.
promises made by the AI companies or the people who want them to build here.
So what do you say to the people who are in town that say, hey, this is going to bring jobs, this is going to...
It doesn't bring jobs. It doesn't bring jobs.
Temporarily.
Maybe for construction, but when it's over, those jobs are gone because the people that live in that farming town are not qualified to do that work. And secondly, you know that these data centers do not require a lot of people. Once they're up and running, they're pretty much automatic. And you don't need a lot of people to run.
They have a skeleton crew of IT dudes that go in fucking power cycle servers.
It's like, you know what it is? It's three dudes with ponytails like Silicon Valley in a server room. That's what's there.
Yeah.
It's three dudes who sit there and just quietly, and I like how him and Guilfoyle became friends by mistake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except the fucking server room is in a warehouse big enough to build a fucking aircraft carrier.
Bring economic prosperity.
I say they're a liar and the truth ain't in them. Is what I say.
This character from Justified
really is.
Scam.
What a good line. I say they're a liar and the truth ain't in them.
I like that. That does sound like something somebody would say to Raylan Givens. You're 100%. That's something. Well, ma'am, you have a good day.
Sia, scam or not, she says she's connected to her home like Scarlett O'Hara was in Gone with the Wind.
As long as she was attached to that land.
No, there's got to be a new movie. Connected to the home like Sydney Sweeney was in Housemaid.
There you go, see?
I fucking hate you. I got it. Hold on.
Let's
real
go.
quick. Let me do something real quick.
Oh, yeah, we're both here now. You can yell at us both.
I yelled at Pessy. I got to yell at you because you're going to do short fighter. Hold on. Real quick. I do want to say this.
Mersh.
I want to hear this.
30 minutes on Daywave about
I got a lot in me. Listen to me, you motherfuckers. Hold on. I was messaging both of these assholes.
Did you like all the girl boss parts?
Hold on. Listen to me. Listen.
Yeah,
Listen. Real quick, the chat room on the YouTube side said with 124 votes, 51% said no, they would not take the money. They would not take the money. So there you go. Our chat room's pretty long.
Before you go on this rant, I didn't watch Housemaid. I never did. I just didn't.
You're gonna watch Housemaid, or I'm gonna withhold. We're gonna withhold your pay.
Okay.
Now you have homework, and you watch it with your wife, and your wife's gonna be laughing the whole time, like mine was.
I will watch it tonight.
So this fucking assholes, him and Pessy, these fucking assholes, told me you gotta watch Housemaid. You gotta watch Housemaid. So I'm like, all right, fine, fuck it, I'll watch it. So I go, and by the way, I really tried. I got like really high because I'm like, I'm gonna try to really. Put it to you this way, Mersh. I had to take a break in the middle to get high again because it made me sober. It was so bad.
Yeah, I took
two
cigarette breaks during the movie.
Royce, can I play him one? Can I play him my favorite?
Yes, please. I was about to post something.
This is what he sent me. Here you go, Mersh.
But Betsy, they didn't even establish female cop, so it literally means nothing that she did it. At the end, this Mary Sue cop comes in and just goes, "I knew your husband." Yeah. Yeah, girl boss. It was all girl boss.
So we played the fucking trailer already, and listen. So Mersh, maybe you watch this fucking
girl boss, man.
Okay, so I'm watching this movie. Okay, and I will agree with something that Mersh said. An hour in, I'm like, this is where the movie should have started. What was all this?
Yeah.
Because the first part you can completely do that in a flashback in like 2 minutes, and also. You know what I love? Okay, now I'm thinking about it. You know what I love, Mersh? You know what I really love in movies? I love when in the middle of the movie they do 2 flashbacks for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Instead of like doing the plot in order.
No, you do a 15-minute flashback that just feels like you started the movie over.
Right. And it's and at the end, the part that really blew me away. It turned
again, series of books written by a woman, screenplay written by a woman. Paul Feig directed it.
$35 million to make it, made $350 million.
We're so doomed.
So they're making another one. So
yeah, and guess who's going to get dragged to go see it in the theaters? Probably.
Me too. At the end of it, you want to know what Marie said? I don't know. I liked it because she made me so angry. I actually sent a photo. I sent a photo to Pessy with like my fist up and just taking a picture of Marie because, listen, even
you said
Joe.
100 hairs.
I told Marie I want 100 hairs under the door right now. I want to see the follicles.
You don't want to do that. She's 40 now. It's not going to grow back.
It's not going to grow back. You're right. No, but the other thing, you know who else was in the 40s? Her, who's married to a guy who's 5 years younger. So anyway, you're watching it. And the other thing that shocked me, Mersh, is at the end of this movie, out of nowhere, it turned into like horror gore. Like it went from girl boss, like you were saying, which I got it. Like, like that movie.
It didn't know what it wanted to be.
Bad. It was bad. It turned out bad.
Not according to the box office.
And then his mom.
Money talks.
His mom was the woman from Big. She was. It's the woman from Big. And she was. And that accidental child rapist in the movie Big is a controlling. So basically the story of the movie is that the guy, by the way, right away at the beginning, I'm like, obviously the guy's the bad guy because that's
too
the
nice.
thing, super predictable.
He's too nice.
It wasn't like
What about the gardener, Royce? The gardener. You forgot about the gardener.
The mysterious gardener.
Something else. The illegal.
He's Italian.
Hold on. The illegal alien mysterious gardener. Who, by the way, Mersh. I don't Mersh. Fuck.
Why was he Italian?
I don't know.
Show me an Italian gardener.
Fuck.
A bobbity booby. I'm the best looking Italian, and for some reason I have
That's
to
the
do
other reason.
backbreaking work.
Let me put it this way. My lawn guy is a short, fat Mexican. Awesome, by the way. The guy rules. He's the best dude in the world.
That would have been a better casting choice.
Right, but they
a little pudgy
They got the
Mexican.
6'4", jacked with a beard, handsome fucking.
Hello, Mrs. Sidney Sweeney. You need not be here. You should not be here.
And Marsh, when I asked you, are all the guys handsome? You said no, the cops are ugly. But what you didn't tell me was obviously they're ugly because they're evil. They're helping the bad guy. So then this movie starts with, look, guys, just watch it. I'll tell you. But this movie started with Sydney Sweeney being a house fucking maid or whatever. And she has some, and there's a part in the movie where I even messaged Mercer. I'm like, oh yeah, like Sydney Sweeney's homeless. She's showering in a 7-Eleven bathroom for no reason. And then I told that to Mercer. You were doing the show, but I told it to Petsy too. And Petsy's like, just let it cook. And I'm like, fine, I'm gonna let it cook. I shouldn't have let it cook because this thing was Girl Boss City. Listen, put it to you this way. You see Sydney Sweeney's beautiful tits for a really long time in this movie. It's not enough.
And she's fucking a guy who could also get it.
No, the guy's handsome.
Let's be honest.
No, he is handsome. Everybody's handsome.
I want to see two good-looking people fuck. You know what I mean?
But here's the other problem.
Hell yeah, dog.
I'm not into the guy, but I don't want him dragging the whole thing down either. You know what I'm saying?
I like
to fucking Ron Jeremy.
I only like
over
to see
here.
good-looking people fuck too. That's why I have closed my eyes when I have fucked my wife.
Can you insert Ron White's "I did not know that about myself" joke?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just picture Ron Jeremy and the housemaid. I want 100 hairs from below.
It's like watching a tennis match, right? It's like, yeah, if they're good tennis players, that's great. But if they're both good looking, it helps.
So my dad the other day was trying to make a joke because he's always like that, and I get it from somebody. And my dad was making this joke when he goes, "No," he was like loud and there was no. When I was young, I was like Ron Jeremy, and I go, "A rapist?" And he was like, "Oh fuck,
a convicted
rapist."
rapist.
Oh fuck, god damn it, can't use that one anymore. But so anyway, sorry, don't distract me because this movie's going to distract you. This movie starts with her being some fucking housemaid, right? And okay, I think it's first off, you weren't wrong about one thing. Well, you weren't wrong about a lot of things about this movie, but
Boobies.
but not only that, it is a movie that has actual real Hollywood actors in it. We're not talking about like. Say what you want about Amanda Seyfried. What's her name, right? Seyfried? Amanda Seyfried?
Seyfried, yeah.
Seyfried, her. She's a real actor. She's done real movies and stuff. Sydney Sweeney, she's not the greatest actor, but she's done real stuff. And the mom from Big, she's done real stuff and all that stuff. So, fine, whatever. The movie is written like, and not only written like, filmed like, and you know what? You guys said Lifetime movie, but specifically like, do you remember that fake KFC one that they did, that novella with Mario Lopez that we watched? It's filmed like that, like because it all takes place in a house, just like that one house, and it's the lowest quality movie in terms of like the dialogue is like
it's next level.
Bro, I said before, it's overproduced wine mom pulp.
Yes, it's really wine mom pulp fiction. So I'm watching it. I'm watching this movie, and then at the beginning you think Amanda is the bad guy because she hired this girl, and of course they have the whole like, oh no, she's ugly until she puts a dress on, and now Sydney Sweeney's beautiful. They had that whole fucking thing. Apparently the guy has been gaslighting Amanda Seyfried and like making her do horrible things to herself, locked her in a room and wouldn't let her out because her roots were showing and had to give 100 hair follicles underneath the door. I don't know, came out of nowhere. Tell you that. And then you find out that Sydney Sweeney is a murderer. That's why she needed the job, because she was on probation. But guess what, Mersh? She's one of those good murderers. She murdered for a good reason. And then at the end of the movie, out of nowhere, you find out that she becomes some sort of superhero where she saves battered women, because apparently everybody in this town
is a battered woman and needs this woman.
Needs Sydney Sweeney to save her, which, again, just because you killed somebody doesn't qualify you to be the superhero. Because in any other scenario, one man, you needed this other bitch's help to beat him, too. One man would kill you. Especially a dude who's like 6'4" and jacked like that guy.
Yeah, but you're forgetting about Girl Boss.
I was pacing
Girl
at one
Boss.
point. Marie was like, you got to sit down. I was pacing and screaming. I was like, okay, the guy's going to be the bad guy. Obviously, he is. I just didn't expect the whole horror gore angle that they took.
It's fun. Fuck. It's a fun movie.
So long. I thought it was an hour into it. I paused and I'm like, there's still another hour?
Yeah, I was a little shocked at how long it was.
There's still another hour? How is that even possible?
And then I had to drive home after seeing it, so that was fun.
I couldn't go to sleep afterwards. I was angry. That's a new movie trailer.
I know a girl from an island. She stands apart from the crowd.
Is this a live-action Moana movie?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know why Disney keeps doing this.
I don't care. If it lets my kids shut the fuck up for 2 hours, I'm fucking all for it, dog.
Royce ruined Moana for me.
What did I do?
The N-word.
I didn't ruin it. How did I ruin it? Explain
The
to me.
N-word.
Oh, I thank you for buying me enough time.
That's all I hear now. The N-word.
Yeah, this has been ruined because every time this song, and you're in Orlando, so this song will come on a lot because, you know, there's always, even at hotels that aren't Disney hotels, there's a lot of kids there that are staying, and then they always play the Disney music and stuff. This song has now been ruined.
I remember.
So what I believe you were trying to say is nigga.
What? No. I didn't. I wasn't. Why would I ever say that? I mean.
Huh? When you're staring at a nigga, what can I say except the N-word? When the tides are sun in the sky.
The N-word.
Hey, it's okay.
The N-word. First, you do not accidentally sing that in front of your kids, because then they're going to start doing it.
I'm just an ordinary nigga.
Hey.
What has two thumbs and pulled up the sky?
You know what? I can't wait. When this movie finally comes out and they edit this same exact song with a live action Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
She makes her whole family proud. Moana, listen. Do you know who you are?
The stories are true.
The story
Of
has
what?
just begun. Beyond our reef, an evil darkness has found us.
Colonialism. This is just...
Moana, the ocean chose you.
My people, my family.
Find Maui. Restore the heart of Te Fiti and save us all.
Maui, demigod of the wind and sea.
Hero of men.
Huh?
So it goes like this. Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero of men. Ah, women. Women too. Men and women.
He looks like a Puerto Rican lesbian gym teacher.
The long hair. Oh, he does.
He looks like a female basketball coach that used to play.
Oh, God, just screaming at like a 19-year-old black girl.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
I need your help.
I'm not going on a mission with some mortal.
It's not gonna
Can
work
I make
for me,
a prediction?
brother. Sure.
This is going to make like $18.
You think it's going to do good?
I think it'll do. I think that with the creative math that Disney's able to do on a corporate level, they'll make it sound like it did all right.
Right.
This ain't gonna be no home run.
Nah, this movie's gonna make a shitload of money.
You
It
think so?
fucking- black-
I do know. I
people love Moana,
But it's not even that.
dog.
Little girls love Moana too, dude. All
Yeah.
sorts. You see them all. You see them all the time around here with the dolls and stuff like that. Like that's a big deal for them. I mean, I think both your kids like it.
bad. Yeah, both my girls love this fucking movie, and the merchandising did fucking shit.
You know what I'm hearing? I think Virgie's a big fan of this movie, and he's just trying to pretend his kids like it.
I like Moana. I don't give a shit.
All right,
It's
well,
fine.
kids-
I'm allowed to like Disney movies, motherfucker. I have 2 girls.
My people won't survive if we don't make
Yeah,
it.
then show them the Dark Cauldron. Have some balls.
Oh, I have.
It's a good movie, actually. It's not bad. It's pretty
Yeah.
fucking dark. Like, Jesus Christ.
You should. I wish I would have taken a picture of their faces while they were watching The Dark Crystal.
No, and be like, hey, we're going to watch a good movie, The Never Ending Story. You like
There we
horsies,
go.
right? You like
Who
horsies.
doesn't love horses?
You like
Oh,
horsies, right?
God. No, Atreyu, you're gonna die and then be named after. A terrible band is gonna name themselves.
That was the
after
worst
you.
fate that befell that horse. Was the band.
You couldn't. You had to
named after
stomp
it.
on his fucking. You turn him into glue and make him in the band.
And then the minute the horse dies, Virgie, you turn to your girls and you go, "Sadness will consume you."
You're like, look, my parents made me watch this at a way too young age, so now you fucking deal with. Not only made me watch it, yo, that movie was on like the Disney Channel, like during the day, and I was like, what the fuck, man? That fucked me up. Also,
there were
that rock monster that ate his own fingers as a kid used to scare the shit out of me.
There were 2 movies that used to scare the living shit out of me as a kid. It was Never Ending Story, and do you remember Return to Oz? You remember the sequel to Wizard of Oz that was with the queen that could take off her face and fire
That pumpkin head dude?
Nightmare fuel, dude.
Yeah, we had some dark shit when we were kids.
We really did. You think The Rock likes singing, so he's definitely going to sing in this, right? In this Moana movie, probably.
Yeah, he does all the he does all of the songs again.
My favorite version, the Jungle Book live action, is sucked except for one thing. Christopher Walken singing the King Louis part is one of my favorite things that's ever happened because he doesn't try. Judy gave another $10 and he says, hold on, let me see what he said. He said, anything by Don Bluth in the 80s. Anything by Don Bluth in the 80s.
Okay.
Feral Pigeon said, it gave him a logo. Says, I'm someone building one of those data centers in an old farm. There is an area that is a cemetery that we're not allowed to go in. Virgie's right about family being buried there. Yeah.
Oh, I did. Don Bluth is the dude that did the Dragon Quest games and Secret of Nim. He did all like the really freaky shit when you were a kid.
Let's see.
How dolled up do you get when you go out to dinner? Do you dress to the nines or do the bare minimum?
No shirt,
no shoes. It actually, it depends on where I'm going. I mean, it really does. Like, if I'm going to Chili's, I'm going to wear shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying. But if I'm going on a nice, like, romantic dinner to a steakhouse, I'm putting pants on, jeans at least.
Go out to dinner. Do you dress to the nines or do the bare minimum?
no shirt, no shoes, no dice.
That debate over restaurant dress codes back on the menu, with Ruth's Chris Steakhouse recently saying it will enforce proper attire
Excuse me,
only.
ma'am. It's pronounced
banning
Roof Crisp.
Well, let me explain why, and Ruth Chris isn't the only one. Let me explain why all these restaurants are doing this as somebody who walked through these places during COVID, and merch just happened to you. What started happening is that these certain restaurants became a place where a certain demographic of people like to go for their birthdays.
And they ruin everything.
So the signs that I have seen at different restaurants, like here's a Charlie's Steakhouse. Here's a great one, Charlie's Steakhouse here, which is the same level as all these steak places. They had a sign outside that literally said, because you can't be racist, but it says, no ball caps, no jerseys, no sagging pants, and no excessive smell of marijuana.
Yeah.
Oh, no boots. So it's like a very we know what you're saying without saying it. That's the reason these dress codes are enforced. Chili's is I just
think it's funny that like we're in 2026 now. Back in 2014, 2013, this was the list of rules I would have at a strip club I was running.
Yes.
At like 11 o'clock on a Friday night. And it made sense to have that list of rules because it was like, hey, I know it's a titty bar, but we still got to have some decorum and no blacks. But the fact that we've gotten as a society now that sign is out in front of a Chili's.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Steakhouses are now really doing that, because the problem is a lot of these steakhouses, for some reason, and I don't know how this happened culturally, became a place where like black families seem to go for their birthday parties. You know what I mean? But this isn't a cookout, you know? Then they burn their hand on purpose with the plate, that way they don't have to pay.
If they even bother trying to make up a reason not to pay, they just dash.
Yeah.
Hire only, banning baseball hats from dining rooms, and blacklisting gym wear, tank tops, or anything revealing.
Imagine going to fucking Ruth Chris in a tank top, like just fucking rocking it.
Chili's now roasting its competitor, saying in a new post, the only dress code is that you have to be dressed.
Okay, Chili's, calm down. All right, listen, as I've already said, yes, you're right. And let me tell you something. You already have the clientele they're trying to avoid. So what are we doing here? Like, no, nobody thinks you have to go dress to the nines to fucking
Nobody's
Chili's.
comparing Ruth's Chris to fucking Chili's, all right? Let's calm down.
They're two different experiences.
It's all got the internet abuzz. Some toying with the idea of a dress code mafia.
Take your hat off.
Yep. This is what it's like at a Ruth Chris, too.
Excuse me? They don't sell hot dogs here.
Darden Restaurants, which owns Ruth's Chris, did not comment.
Good move. I wouldn't either.
One user saying they'd rather go to Chili's, with others coming to Ruth's.
But okay,
with one of the representatives from Darden saying we're trying to keep the beeps out of, and you just see the stock just crashing.
Listen. Why are you? We'd rather go to Chili's. That's what they're trying to get you to do.
Duh.
You're doing what they want you to do.
Chris defends saying a dress code should be the norm.
There's dress codes for reasons.
Simply have some decorum and respect us, like the company.
Some pointing out that for the money you pay for dinner, you should be able to afford a decent outfit.
But it's not even that. It's just a matter of like, look, when you go to a fancy restaurant, there's a reason it's a fancy restaurant. And, you know, if you're paying all this money, you're paying a lot of money now, especially a steakhouse. Meat's ridiculous. And you're paying for the experience, and you're going to sit there and you're on a nice date. Yeah, you're right, man. I don't want somebody smelling like they just smoked the fucking Swisher Sweet blunt. Me too. But I don't want to smell a Swisher Sweet blunt, somebody next to me.
Can I be honest with you? I feel the same way about cigars.
Yeah.
Like if I'm having a steak.
I'm with you.
If I'm having a nice steak, I don't want you having a cigar fucking 3 feet from me. I think it's obnoxious.
And listen, I like cigars, but I wouldn't do that to somebody, because again, why would you? Not everybody likes cigars in the same way. Not everybody wants to smell your backwoods. You know, like it's you're ruining the experience for everybody else. And yeah, you're right. If you're sitting there and you're having a nice dinner and you're trying to be romantic or whatever.
That's why nice places usually have like an outdoor area.
Yeah,
so that
exactly.
afterwards you're like, let's grab a brandy and we'll smoke out.
Go outside.
Like,
exactly. And honestly, you don't even fucking excuse there. All the restaurants that I'm talking about are next to the Corona cigar bar here, so you could literally just go there and get a beer and sit outside and smoke, or inside and smoke. But what bugs me is like, yeah, you're ruining for everybody else. Like, if you've ever been in one of those, like, you know, at a restaurant like that, and then they're yelling loud like they're at a fucking Benihana's, and like, no, man, no.
Bro, we went out to dinner a couple weeks ago, and it was one of those where like it was just me and my girlfriend, and then there was like, you know, a 12 top, like not far from us.
Yeah.
And it was just all black people, and we had the same fucking server. We watched that server just running around trying to please him. I don't know what the outcome was. I don't know if they tipped. I don't know if anything wrong happened. I just remember watching the amount of energy this man had to exude to keep up with just 12, you know, regular black men. And then he would just keep checking in with us, and he'd be like, is everything okay? And we'd be like, we're fine.
We're true.
Yeah, we have everything we need. It's fine.
We're good.
I'm going to nurse these French fries for a bit, but we're good. But it's like, it's just, you even just see the amount of energy that gets expended when you're a server on trying to please a large group of black people that come in, and then they don't tip or they dine in on top of everything.
No, I'll be clear. Look, here's the thing.
I'm the most boring customer in the world. I'm always just like, yeah, another Jameson whenever you get a chance.
I'll say this. It doesn't have to be black people in general. I don't like when, but I know, but I'm being, this happened to me the other day. Like, when you're in a nice place and you have the really loud, like just fuck, like we were at a couple months ago.
He really just wants to include Hispanics in this.
No Hispanic.
Really wants to throw them under the bus.
No,
Average
no, it wasn't
price
Hispanics.
of a-
Actually, I'll tell you what it was. We were over at Capitol Grill and we were there. It was our anniversary and we were having dinner there. And there was a table next to us that had 4 pretty rich. You could tell they were rich, fat, like white dudes, right? And they were just being the biggest assholes to our server. Was a really nice guy. Like, what do you call it? This is gonna come out like this, like shit like that, like, you know, and be like the service in this place, like saying it loudly to where the guy, our server comes and goes, "I'm so sorry about. I know they're being loud. I'm just, you know." He was trying not to piss them off. I'm like, "Hey man, you're good. You're not bugging me. I get their assholes. Like, I don't really care." But man, just eat your dinner. Don't look. These servers have a fucking hard enough time as it is, man. Especially if you're at a fancy place. Here's the thing, man. I do understand that you go to a restaurant and you have a server that give a shit about you. That's happened to me before. But at these fancy restaurants, dude, they're gonna try really hard because the percentage of money. Look, man, if you work at these fucking places and you're good, you make 6 figures, easy, easy. If you are a good waiter, you will make money. Very good at these places. That's why there's a lot of these people that I'll talk to them, be like, they offer me to be the manager. Go, I don't want it. I'll make less money. If I'm the manager, I'll make less money. And if you're good at what you're doing, leave them alone, man. Nobody wants to go in there and treat it like that. The other place, and I brought this up earlier, that inner city people like to go for birthday parties is any place like a hibachi where they cook in front of you. Benihana's, Kobe, anything like that. They always go to that. And here's the problem with that. At least at Ruth Chris, when you go there, you're sitting at your own table. You've been to a Benihana's. You just go with you and your chick.
Space.
What do? You got to sit with a whole bunch of other people. And then you have to sit there and have them complain while they order their well-done steak. And you're like, oh, fuck, man.
Did you see the video on Twitter the other day of the guy that had to put food back onto the grill?
Yes.
And was fucking with it with his fork.
Did you see the guy that brought seasoning? He brought seasoning, pulled it out of his bag, and while they were, I'm not kidding you, while they were cooking on the hibachi, he was like, throwing like pepper on and red pepper and shit on it. I'm not kidding. Not kidding.
It's just, man, they ruin everything. I'm sorry.
Deal at Ruth's
And
Chris
by they,
Steakhouse.
I just want to say, making no groupings other than low-class people. Low-class people.
Low-class
have
individuals.
ruined everything.
Yeah.
Food, dining, air travel, just low-class people.
Can I throw a white person under the bus that you just reminded me? Eddie V's one time eating there. Everyone's dressed nice there, obviously. You know, it's a really nice place. Food's great. Next to us, a white SoundCloud rapper who you could tell just got money, wiggered out. I am talking about the Gucci sweatpants, the grill, the fucking white corn, but white. I'm talking like whiter than you, Mersh. Fucking, and yo, with a black girlfriend. Obviously.
Well, you got
a street cred. Just not knowing how to be at a fancy restaurant. It's just loud talking, smacking, taking FaceTime calls with the fuck just in front of them like that. I'm like, come on, man.
It's I don't.
You can't go anywhere, dude. It's a promise. Look, here's the thing, man. Everything is expensive. We already know that. That fucking sucks. But when everything's expensive and the nice places you go, you can't even just. The whole point of paying a premium at most things you do is to not be bothered and to be treated well and to not have to be at Chili's, you know?
To be fair, though, this is also just a matter of living in the city.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have this problem. I live in Lakeland. Even if I do go to Chili's, I'm not dealing with the fucking, you know what I mean? Chili's is a decent night out for people in Lakeland. There's no super trash there, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Now, if I was at the Chili's in Tampa, it'd be a whole different story. You know what I mean? If I was on the Chili's on Fletcher Avenue, it would be a fucking different story. But I'm on the Chili's at Highway 98 North in Lakeland. Nice and quiet, buddy. Might be some wiggers in there, but you know what? They drive trucks that they actually work from.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
House is $100. As the price goes up, expectations go up, and that's psychology 101.
On the flip side, with the cost of food at restaurants up 30% over the last 5 years, casual food chains are trying to appeal to customers not only with lax fashion, but lower prices.
That's my other thing that these restaurants do now, and I personally don't like it, but these Zios that they put at the table, let me tell you what, no, I understand the convenience of it, right? But a lot of these places, you could order your own dessert, you could order your own food, you could pay for it, you could have what am I tipping you for?
Well, no, what I will say this with Chili's, right? They still do everything really with the kiosk. It's only at the end that they go beep bop boop. There you go. There's your check. And then you just go
Can I tell you what grinds my gears a little bit too? But I was talking about this the other day. I don't mind, and I'll say this: I don't mind at Chili's or any of these like Longhorn, any of these places where they come out with the thing and then you tap it and you pay. That's how you most places. I do not like when you go to a place when you're paying for a $60 steak where they still come out with a little ZS. Take the card to the back and fucking run it, man. You could still do that. You know what I mean? Like, there's something about it. There's something weird about them giving it to you. Then you awkwardly have to pick your tip in front of them. I don't like that. It seems fucking weird. Let me just sign it like I'm used to. I do not mind, again, at a Chili's or Cheddar's or whatever.
Because the thing is, that thing's just sitting at your table anyway. So they come over at the end and they'd be like, do you want anything? You want dessert or anything? And if you go, no, we're about done. We'll just take a box. I'll take a check. Then right there, they just go, deep bop boo, and they pull up your check and then they walk away.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, you do your thing. And then you're like, oh, cool. And then you're just doing it by yourself and you take your time on the tip. So I don't mind it that way.
But yeah, I mean,
I don't
Only
know.
with lax
But no,
fashion,
what you're talking about earlier, I understand. If I'm literally putting things into the thing myself, then what am I tipping you for? I get that part. But like for the most part, most of the time when I go out, people are still asking me what I want and I'm going and getting it. It's just at the end, it's all tallied up on a thing.
For $9.99.
The dress code debate not only happening at restaurants. I'm just a boy.
By the way, why are these polls binary? Because we're talking between Chili's and Ruth Chris. Those are the two examples. And the poll I put up is, where would you go, Chili's or Ruth Chris? So let's see.
Trying to bring style back to travel.
Last month, Tampa's International Airport called out some travelers for being too casual, saying, we've seen enough. It's time to ban pajamas. Later telling NBC News that the announcement was just a joke. But late last year, the U.S. Department of Transportation actually shared a campaign trying to bring back civility while traveling, including dressing with respect.
Again, you could do all that if you live in a high-trust society and the TSA wasn't what it is, but now people are going to wait 4 hours and you want them to be wearing jeans? No, I'm going to wear fucking sweatpants and be chill.
Yeah. You treat me like subhuman cattle at the airport.
This isn't Ruth
so
Chris.
I'm going to dress like subhuman cattle.
Yeah, this isn't Ruth Chris. Okay, I'm going to be comfy.
And also at the airport, I dress in sweats, but I don't look bummy. Royce doesn't look bummy.
No.
The only thing is,
I gotta be comfortable.
Yeah, and I also minimize buckles, belts,
no buckles,
metal,
slip-on shoes,
joggers, like sweatpants. You know what I mean, and a hoodie, so that everything I walk through, it's like I'm cloth.
Yeah, normally I have my North Face fucking sweatpants on, and I have the on-air slip-ons are awesome for airport security. That and like a shirt, and then like a jacket, because it's always going to be either fucking freezing or hot. There's no middle ground.
I don't care what you look like. Just take a fucking shower, brush your fucking teeth, and wash your ass before you get on a plane. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Just all I ask is that the person I sit next to isn't immediately like, oh, Christ.
Shock and Jesse said, I made the jump from kids' movies to showing my kid movies I liked. We watched Pulp Fiction. I made her leave the room at the GIMP scene. She came back and said, I'm pretty sure I know what happened. Genocide Circus says, what can I say except it's about dick? Genocide Circus, Royce looks like Troy Polamalu trying to transition late in his life. The Rock. Troy
Polamalu.
Rock, yeah, he does.
Nothing on YouTube.
And Chili's won the poll, 51%.
Hell
it's
yeah.
cheaper. It makes sense why it would win. I understand.
Because if you're going to spend the extra money, is Ruth Chris really going to be your first choice? You're going to spend a little bit more and go like Capitol Grill.
I'll go to Eddie V's first.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's a step
I would go there.
There's a certain mid-tier restaurant now that you go, if I'm going that high, we're gonna spend the extra hundo.
Yeah. Revenge of the Sith on locals.com to catch tomorrow's episode and Friday's movie rip. Guys, do not miss out. It's $7. It's really how we keep doing the show. It's just down below. Mersh, you doing Nightwave tonight?
10 o'clock tonight, Nightwave Radio. Be there or be square.
Got him. Pessy, you're next.
Yeah, buddy, we got a whole bunch of good shit, including a VHS fan film of The Crow from 1998.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Go raid yourself. Virgil, you going to be streaming?
Yeah, at some point today.
All right, guys, check out Daywave tomorrow at 10 a.m. We're out of here. Bye.